Hey everyone, welcome back to Agile Coder. In this video, we'll see how to set up a Node.js Express and TypeScript project the right way. Let's get started. So in this video, we'll be using tsnode, by which we can directly compile and run our TypeScript code. So in this video, we'll be working on setting up a project using tsnode and Nodemon. Nodemon is basically a tool that helps us to restart our server whenever we make some changes to our source files. Let me create a directory. Now let me open up a terminal. I'm using verb, and let's just initialize a node project. Now I can open this on VS Code, and this is a very simple package.json. Nothing much to see in here, so let's just install some packages. Yarn add express, because we'll be creating Express app, and then we have our dependencies here. So let's add some dev dependencies. So yarn add Nodemon TypeScript. We also need at types/express, and also we need tsnode, and we'll be needing these as our dev dependencies. So we have all our dependencies. Now let's set up a TypeScript project really quick. So I'll be creating a source directory. Inside it, I'll create two files, which is index.ts and server.ts. So inside server.ts, I'll be creating an Express application. And I'll create a very basic get route so that we can test things out. Rect_res, and then rest.send will send a very simple message of server is running just fine. All right, and we can add here, types, request, and response. All right, and then we can export the app. All right, this is our server, and in the index.ts we can import the app from server, and we can listen to some port. Let's say I'm listening to port 3000. All right, this will be a callback function, and then here you can run console.log. Server is running on port 3000. All right, so this is a very basic setup of Express server. Now what we can do is we can create a TypeScript config file. We can do that using this command tscinit. For this command to work, you should have installed TypeScript compiler globally, or you can just type npx tscinit. Both will work. So we have our TypeScript config file here. So what we can do is I'll clean things up so that we can see things better. We will be needing this root directory, which is our src, and we'll also need this out directory, which will be dist or build. You can name it as per your choice. So we can include some more things like this include property, which will include our source TypeScript files, and we can exclude the node modules. All right, so this is our complete TypeScript configuration. And then I'll create a nodemon.json file, which will have configurations related to Nodemon basically. So I'll watch the src directory and we'll ignore the test files, and then we'll add extension property. The file extensions that we want to track will be tracking TypeScript files, HTML files, CSS files, EJS files, if I'm using any templating engines. So the basic idea is to add all your files where the files that you are using on your server, so that when something changes to that file extension, then our Nodemon will restart our server. And the last command is exec command, which will use this tsnode. And here we'll give the entry point to our server, which is index.ts. All right, so now we are almost done. The final thing that we need to do is add some scripts here. All right, in here we'll need a dev script, basically in the dev. So we simply need to provide Nodemon here, because all other configuration related to Nodemon is already present in nodemon.json. And then we can add a build command, which is also just tsc, because we've already have this tsconfig.json, where we have define all the properties like a root directory and out directory, and also the target. All right, and the last command that we need is a start command for our production build, so which is this dist index.js. So let's test this script. Yarn run dev. So this should run our development server, and right now you can see tsnode src index.ts. So we can test the server by going to localhost 3000, and that is running just fine. And then let's test the other commands as well, so which is yarn run build. This will create our JavaScript build in the dist directory because we've specified dist in here. And then we can start the server for our production build. So this is the build that we'll be using it for the production when we are deploying this application. So right now we can see that the server is also working fine on the production build as well. So that's pretty much it. I hope you find this video useful. If it did, please subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Peace.